So here in Lake Tahoe, we have a lot of different options. You can ski, you can hike, you can snowshoe, but can you fish? That's the question. And yes, you can. Tahoe Fly Fishing Outfitters right here in South Lake Tahoe. Victor, gonna take us out and show us a great family experience out on the ice. Now, I think this is gonna be kind of cool because like you say, it's something different that a lot of people don't get to experience it, and we have a pretty good hub of it right here in South Lake Tahoe.
Well, let's say the eastern portion of our country gets to experience it. Out west, you don't see a lot of ice fishing, so it's something different for those that live out here. We get people coming into the shop all the time from Wisconsin, you know, from the Midwest that go do a lot of ice fishing. So they're curious about it, going, wow, you do ice fishing out here? They didn't know, but yes, we do.
What are we gonna be catching?
Lahontan cutthroat trout is probably the main fish that's in there. There are a few brook trout, so once in a while we get one of those. We haven't caught them in a while, but mainly it's that Lahontan cutthroat trout.
So when your legs get tired from skiing on the mountain, or you just want to do something different here in Lake Tahoe, Tahoe Fly Fishing Outfitters. Let's go, Victor. Where's Brian?
Drew,
Brian, let's go.
All right. Go ahead and just lay that right in there. So we got our power auger. There are hand augers, but when you have the option to use a power auger, it's much nicer.
How thick's the ice?
Ice is going to be about 6 to 8 inches thick, and then we've got a couple foot of snow on top of the ice. All right, we got that. We've got our gas for our stove, for our hand warmer, and a little lunch. Got a little table in here, shovel for shoveling. Got these great little short rods that
now this is what I'm talking about.
Fun. Nothing fancy.
I fished with a lot of rods before, Victor, but I don't think I've ever fished with this one. What is this, like a ultra skinny light?
28-inch little guy, yeah.
After a short drive, we find ourselves our retreat for the day. Red Lakes, right outside South Lake Tahoe.
All right, so here we are, Red Lakes, Victor. This is where the hot spot fishing action is gonna be happening. Now, where are we in relation to South Lake Tahoe right now?
We're about a 35-minute drive south of Lake Tahoe on your way to Kirkwood, right off of Highway 88. So we're just, if you look off to the west there, you'll see Red Lakes Peak and Highway 88 going over Carson Pass.
Beautiful area.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Especially in the winter.
Yeah,
looks
in the
a little
winter.
different.
Well, we were hoping for sunshine, which we'll probably get at some point while we're out here.
I'm just hoping for a lot of fishing action.
Well, we're gonna be fishing
All
for
right.
sure, but we don't call it catching. So we'll go out there and catch a few too. Just
Right over here, we got our sled, we got our auger, our propane bottle. Where do I sit? So we're out in the middle of Red Lakes right now, getting ready to drill our hole. And the cool part about it is you don't even know there's a lake here. It looks like a giant meadow.
Yes, it does.
That's kind of cool. So what do you want me to do?
Well, I'm gonna fire up this drill and get it going right off the bat. Most people think of ice fishing as something you'd be in a hut. And if you ever saw Grumpy Old Men, the movie, you know, they're in these big huts and they've got kitchens in them and they tow them out on the ice and leave them for the winter. And, you know, in California, the state of sunshine, right? So we come out here and we like to be out in the outdoors and we don't put a hut up. So as you can see back behind us, we've got chairs and we just sit out in the weather and enjoy the heck out of it. All right, let's fire this thing up. We'll get a couple going. Start right here.
How deep? Oh yeah, we got oil.
We drill a few holes to spread out our area and prep them to start fishing.
Actually, probably better off packing the snow down
Packing it.
because we'll float over the top of it better instead of stepping through it.
What do you want me to do?
I need some bay shrimp.
Bay shrimp?
Bay shrimp's what we're going to use for bait to start, and then we'll
Where
try
do you
some
get bay
worms
shrimp?
too. Oh, Rayleigh's Safeway.
Oh, like the ones you make shrimp cocktail out of?
Yeah.
We're gonna waste shrimp on fishing?
No, we're not going to waste it. We're going to let you eat it after the fish. So this
Boy,
is
if we
what
had some celery and cocktail sauce right now, I'd be in heaven.
the reason I don't bring it, so we don't even eat all of our bait. We don't want to eat all of our bait.
I've never used bay shrimp as bait before, and I'm curious how well it'll work. We get our shrimp on the hook and get straight to ice fishing.
So we're gonna pull a giant fish through this little hole.
Yep, here we go. Ready?
Of course I'm
You
ready.
want to do this? You can do this.
Shoot.
You know how to do this? Put that thing down. The key to me is once you get it down there, a really slow movement and then kind of back down really slowly.
Now, I've done a ton of fishing in my life, but never ice fishing, and I've got to say, I'm pretty excited. They even have a Spider-Man rod.
Now that's more my style.
I'm gonna put a worm on this one.
We put out multiple rods to enhance our chances of catching multiple fish.
So here we are, sitting on our hole, waiting for the monster cutty to come bite. Now, as you can see, there's some guys over to the right of us right now. They've actually caught a couple, so that means they're kind of coming this way. But this is absolutely amazing out here. You got all the snow-capped mountains. You're out in the middle of the wilderness, and it's kind of something fun, something different, I think. I think that's the cool thing about it, Victor, is it's different.
And as usual, we call it fishing, not catching, and sometimes it's just a waiting game, and patience is the key. But with the surrounding snow-capped mountains like this, I'd say it's pretty easy just to sit back and relax.
And what type of people come out and go ice fishing with you?
You know, I think the people that have the most fun, well, everybody has fun, but families are great. Get kids out here. You can go back on this little hill right here, and they can sled and goof off while the parents are fishing. And then if they hook a fish, the kids can run down here and reel it in. It's just it's a really good time. But we've had a complete cross section of people coming over here and fishing with us. Europeans, lots of Europeans come over during the wintertime to ski, the English, etc. And they come out here and just have a blast. You know, we always do a barbecue out here. And the sun is coming out finally. Looks pretty good to me. Feels good anyway.
Now, as the name ice fishing portrays, it is cold, and these holes don't last long before they start freezing over. And while I'm cleaning mine out, Victor hooks our first fish of the day.
Victor caught one.
Oh, look, that's pretty. That thing is pretty.
That is a pretty fish.
Then let's get him back in
So we
the
get
water.
the fish handler, Brian. Oh yeah, look at that. Caught that through the ice.
See you, bye.
Man, they're lively little stuff. Whoa! Nice job, Victor. Well done, sir.
Okay, that's a start.
With luck on our side and only a few moments after dropping my bait to the bottom, I seem to have hooked up too.
He's still on there.
There you go.
Oh, baby.
Okay, come on.
Oh,
Jackpot,
oh,
jackpot,
don't let him-
jackpot. Oh, flop him up
that's a
there.
good fish.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
That's a great fish.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, beautiful fish.
Look at that.
Look at that. Ice
boy.
fishing, baby.
Woo.
That's ice fishing.
There we go,
Red
baby.
Lakes right there. What a beauty.
Eat another day. Bye-bye. Nicely done.
So now, we're on the scoreboard.
We are.
Look at, even Brian's fishing. Holy cow, Brian.
I'm not wasting any time. I'm baiting the hook back up and getting back to it.
Okay, so corn caught one and shrimp caught one. So I'm going with the magical recipe, the shrimp and the corn. You guys see that?
Corn cocktail.
That's right.
We are already having a blast. 2 fish caught and released already, and we haven't even been out here that long. We set up our rods again and wait for the next bite.
Another thing you do for your clients out here is you actually do like a little barbecue, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, we do a little barbecue and we'll barbecue up some burgers today, and it's kind of nice to have hot food when you're out here on the ice, and we're looking forward to that. It's always fun for us to cook and kind of add to the adventure.
While I continue to fish because I'm an addict, Brian and Victor start setting up the grill and start cooking up some burgers.
So the best part about it is Brian makes one heck of a burger here. I'm still fishing and I'm full. This is great.
It's pretty cool having a portable grill brought out to the frozen lake bed so you can eat some hot food on this beautiful cold day. After enjoying some amazing lunch, we think it's a good idea to reset the baits and see if we can catch anything else.
He's on there. He's on there. He's on there, baby. Oh yeah. Yeah, Victor, I told, oh, that's a good one too. Oh yeah. That's a counter. Another fish. That a baby.
3 fish caught and released, not too bad. And I'm just in awe on how beautiful this place is. The mountains, the trees, the frozen lake bed. This place is pure bliss. And I could spend a whole week out here if I could, but it's time to move on as we pack up and get back to the truck. But not before having a little bit of fun.
So if you want the ultimate outdoor Tahoe experience, give these guys a call, Tahoe Fly Fishing Outfitters. I'll tell you what, getting there and catching fish was a lot easier than packing out.